Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast reviews. Wow. Yeah, I caught myself again. Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore live show, episode 334. And it is, of course, Sunday, and you know what that means. It is time for some True Detective Night Country reviews as we talk about episode 4. But as always, is the Nerd County here to host the show alongside my wonderful co host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Sunday night.
Yep, Sunday night, and
Sunday night
today
in the night country.
Sunday night in the night country, and we're back again for some more True Detective Night Country. But of course, lots of going on today. But before we can get into any of that, Brad, how are you doing today?
Doing all right, Roll. Pretty slow day today. Didn't do much.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I went to go see what's it called went to go see American Fiction today. One of the nominees of
Oh yeah.
for the Academy Awards for Best Picture, and it's a damn good movie, wonderful movie. Really liked it, and I finished up Ted in the morning.
What's your
um,
opinion?
I
Real
don't think
quick.
we're gonna have a review of Ted,
Okay.
but unless we can squeeze it in, because next week True Detective Night Country is gonna be coming out on a Friday night, so I think we'll be doing the review on Friday night.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll do a Ted review on Saturday. I'll see what's up. We'll see what we can cook up. I'll say this: Ted is exactly what a Ted series would look like, and if you like Ted, the movies, I think you're gonna like Ted the series. If you absolutely despise the Ted films,
Yeah, you're not gonna like
I
the
think you're
series.
gonna hate the series.
Yeah, that's
As
not for anyone
somebody
who doesn't
who
like Ted.
as somebody who feels very indifferent to Ted, I think the first one is actually pretty fun. The second one was like, eh. I thought I liked the series. I thought
Yeah.
it was fine. Now, is it anything groundbreaking to me?
No, it's
No,
a Ted
no,
show. What do you expect?
no. I also don't think it's the best comedic show I've ever seen. But I'm somebody who loves Seth MacFarlane, and I love what he's like, Family Guy and all that. So I can say that I enjoyed Ted.
I mean,
Now,
I'm telling you, those last two episodes are bangers, though.
yeah, and will I? Am I looking forward to a season two? Yep. But for now, I'm kind of just like yeah, I had a good time. I I can elaborate more on a review if we can do it next week. But for now, that's all I'll offer. But
I
yeah,
mean, honestly, all I've been doing is I've been just staring at Twitter, watching this WWE drama going on, just
yeah,
constantly, just
watching
and
the
all the
world.
all the fun memes coming out. So
Yeah, that's all you've done.
mostly, yeah.
I want to get onto Griselda next, which is a this show about this queen pin in from
Sofia
Colombia with Vergara. Yeah,
Vergara, yes.
yeah, yeah. That's my next one. Until we finish up, because so right now, if you look at my little ranking on Serialized, Ted is my favorite show of the year right now because it's only two shows I've watched.
I mean, we barely just got out of
Echo and
January, the longest month of the
yeah,
year.
Echo and Ted. So
Yeah.
what's it called? I'm hopefully if this show finishes strong, which I'm hoping it will. True Detective Night Country is gonna kick off Ted, but yeah, I want to get to watching what's it called Griselda next because that looks really good. It looks really good, and I will go ahead and let y'all know. Keon went ahead and contacted me, and we are going to be doing a season review of Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix show that's coming out. So me and him will be doing that. So whenever that drops, a week after that, we'll be doing the series, the season review to see what that's all
When
about.
when when does that when does that come out?
Why you gotta ask me this shit when I don't have it up on me?
Don't worry, we can do after show.
No, I'm playing. I can just. It's fine, Brad. What's it gonna take me like 2 minutes?
Because I might hop on that because you might want somebody with a perspective who's never watched the animated series.
Yeah. Well, you have to get Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's gonna all drop on February 22nd. Yeah. So we'll see what's up. But yeah, Brad, that's on Netflix. So I'm excited. There's things that are coming out about the show that it's like, okay, I'm not really excited. I'm not really digging this, but there's stuff that that I'm really interested to see like how they're gonna work with this. So we'll see. But for now, other than that, Brad, nothing else to report.
Nah, nothing really.
Yeah,
I'm feeling better. So
yeah,
got over another bout of COVID.
yeah.
Third time's the charm.
Your time's the charm. Yeah, one more time, Brad, and you'll be tied with me.
Yeah, I'm gotta go
Yeah,
for the 4.
yeah. Coming for that four, right, Brad? But with that said, let's go ahead and do this, Brad, because I'm pretty sure we want to talk about this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk some night country.
All right, man. Without further ado, if you have not watched True Detective Night Country and you care about spoilers, then you should probably get out of here. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen this week's episode, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2. Brad, just like last week, this week we have no synopsis. So I'll go ahead and reiterate the same thing we've been reiterating for the last one since last week. Directed by Isa Lopez, written by Isa Lopez, and based on this True Detective series by Nick Pizzolato, and of course starring Jodie Foster, Kylie Reyes, Fiona Shaw, Finn Bennett, Isabella LeBlanc, John Hawkes, and Christopher Eccleston.
And we're going through Aka Naviana in there.
Aka Niviana. Yeah. Music is done by Vince Pope. Matt Crease is the editor. And of course, uh, can never remember his name, but homeboy who shot Tar is the cinematographer. So this week, Brad, where we left off, I'm not going to be the best at recapping, but I can say that, we continued on looking at the relationship between Navarro and her sister Julia.
Mm-hmm.
We uncovered a little bit more about Danvers' child,
Not much,
and
but a little bit.
a little bit, and it was set around a Christmas episode. We have a Christmas episode.
It's the most depressing Christmas episode.
Yeah,
I don't know. The
yeah, and probably one of the most
the
important
bear
things.
might one up it, but
Yep.
yeah, this was not a happy holiday.
And then, of course, what's it called? That one guy went to go find his Russian mail order. Poor
Yeah,
guy,
sometimes you.
man. Poor
I,
guy.
I mean,
We were calling it though.
at least his son's not a total jerk, and
Yeah,
he was going to invite him over, so I gave him that.
yeah. And then that one dude, what's his name, Brad? The guy, I think he's the captain, right? Or what is he?
Captain.
No, it's what's his name, bro? It's the one that she's sleeping with. Danvers is sleeping with.
Is it Connolly? I think it's
Oh
Connolly.
yeah. Ted, Ted's back. He made another appearance here.
Made
So
another appearance, very very short.
yeah,
I mean, that's not gonna be
yeah.
nothing.
I
Too
think that's
groundbreaking
enough
on
of a
that one.
recap, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, man. Brad, what are your initial thoughts on part 4?
I liked it. I mean, I kind of put it up with the last episode. We got a lot more of the background info, and towards the end, stuff started happening. So that's really kind of how I felt. Other than Navarro's sister walking out and dying. Other than that, and then at the end, we find Otis, who we didn't really know about Otis until this episode too. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, and they still haven't found who they're looking for, so we're kind of stuck on that ship still. But I mean, now the question becomes, is Navarro kind of going into what her sister and mother had been going through, and what she has been afraid this whole time would start happening to her, or is this place really like haunted?
Yeah. Yeah. Brad, I fucking love this episode. This is it. This is what I was waiting for. I really like this episode. I think this episode brought a lot of emotion here, and we started uncovering more. Where last episode I was like, okay, cool, we're finally getting in there. Like we're digging into this meat and bones now, and here I think we really started to uncover more, And I
I mean, they have 2 episodes left.
yeah, I
That's
was
my whole
hoping,
thing.
right? I was hoping
That's
that
my
we would
whole
start.
thing is, so now we gotta find a cave,
Yeah,
and then we go in the cave and then find other stuff. It's I don't know, this episode, like, I was expecting this episode to really ramp up and then been like, "Okay, we're gonna find the cave, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that." They kinda have towards the end here, but also, it feels like Issa kind of focused on more of the background again in this episode, and I was just hoping more of kind of a ramp up into like them going in the caves and finding more items. Instead, they go find the guy who could like map the caves, and then he's gone and left him a rock. That's
yeah.
where I'm left with it.
I really like the stuff they did with the sister. And once again, that's speaking to the very like harsh reality of like Native Americans and the mental health crisis going on there that they don't pay attention. What's it called? We have a really massive mental health problem here in the United States, of course, but we also have, but it's specifically really really tough with the Native community. And that short we watched, Joe Buffalo, Brad. I mean
Yeah.
he talks about it a lot in there. And
Well, and a lot of abuse that has happened to Native Americans through the years.
yeah,
Um, and with the sister just being able to walk out of that facility with nothing,
nothing.
just I can see why Navarro was angry. It's like, we were just here today. Like, you do an assessment? Did you keep her overnight? Because a lot of times with mental health patients, you can keep them for like, is it 36 hours for them to be assessed? It's
Yeah.
something that.
Well, it's angering, Brad. Like you understand her anger a lot
Oh
because like
yeah,
we literally just left her, dude. Like you're telling me that what's it called? That y'all lost track of her like this, like, and
like
it
in
really
less
felt
than
like y'all
in
aren't
less
even
than
doing your
10 hours,
job.
basically. Yeah, I felt bad for the guy because I don't think that guy was there.
Yeah, let's be
I
honest.
think
That
he
guy,
just got on duty
he,
and he's just like, look,
he clocked
I
he
don't
clocked
know
in, bro.
I don't know what's going on.
Bro, I just got here right now.
I mean, I just clocked in. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But it's just it's very what's it called? It's very angry. It's very frustrating, Brad. Like and she what's it called? And it really felt like to me the episode really made it seem like, okay, I think Julie's gonna be okay. I think she's gonna be fine. But it adds more to Navarro's character and what's really pushing her now.
Well,
And
and it's another thing with True Detective is it's another narrator we can't necessarily trust
yeah,
because like most of these are very grounded cop shows, but they have this almost paranormal like aspect to it and going on in the background, and we don't know what we can believe.
yeah,
I mean, look at the scene where she sees a body floating through the water, which at first I'm like, oh, that's her sister. And I'm like, oh no, it's probably the other woman who was murdered that she's
yeah,
seeing, who had the same hair color and all that.
yeah. But very like I said, I really like this episode. The stuff with Danvers. I mean, what's it called? Her daughter. What was up there, Brad? So they went and wrote like murderers on the building, right?
Yeah,
What was up with that? I don't think I really caught on to that.
my guess is that was the oil facility, where they where they either refine the oil or whatever they do, which is causing the water issues. That's my guess is what that's about.
Yeah,
Because the lady who owns the skating rink, I think, her family owns that too.
yeah,
So that's kind of where you're getting that from, and why she writes murderers on there.
yeah,
Um, but it's tainting the water, and then it seems to be causing a lot of miscarriages.
yeah. So we're starting to uncover what's going down here, man. Like what's happening with these with these miscarriages, and and I think what I took the most out of that interaction between Jodie Foster's character, like Danvers, and her daughter, is that like it's not that she's not trying, bro. It's that like she's kind of lost that like what's it, I think the loss of her son really like made her lose that motivation
Oh,
to try.
there were two moments in this where Danvers and Navarro have a moment, And it's almost like it almost clears the air when she finds her sister, and
Hmm.
she brings her sister to safety. And it almost clears the air between those two. But then, yeah, you're right. When she's talking about the whole religion aspect and how like everyone's just dead, like there's no ghosts, there's no afterlife, there's not. They're just gone, and they just leave us here.
Yeah,
And Jodie Foster really, you can tell in the tone of her voice that she's very bitter over the loss of her husband and her son.
yeah. And I'm crossing my fingers, Brad. I really hope that we're gonna start uncovering more about this in the next coming episodes. Because yes, there's a lot of ambiguity with it, right? But like, where we get it, we know why, we know like that they died, but we want to know like why, how did they die? We want to know if like if it relates to what's going down here, because like part of me thinks like her seeing that polar bear, like it has to relate to what we're going on here in this mystery.
I mean, and honestly, that polar bear keeps popping up, and I don't think that polar bear is real.
No,
I
no,
don't think.
I don't.
I don't think at all.
Yeah,
Because Navarro's seeing it, and now Danvers, uh, who have a linked past.
yeah,
So that's my thing.
yeah,
Um, but again, we still haven't found the cave system. Like I watched the preview. It looks like they're going to find that in the next one. But then we
yeah,
got 2 episodes to go through and uncover all this, and there's still the cult aspect with the spiral that we're still unsure of. There's Rose, who we know is now an ex professor, and the question is what's her whole thing in all of this. Um, it's questionable. I
yeah,
mean, you have the oil company tainting the water. You still have that. There's just a lot of open ends to try to tie up in 2 episodes. And I believe in Isa Lopez, um, based on her previous movie I've seen, but it's a lot.
seriously, instead of to lost then. Yeah, yeah, I guess Stacy, I guess. um
It's just gonna be a fog monster, a smoke monster. Just gonna
I
be a smoke
just,
monster.
what I don't want is for it to end up feeling rushed on episode 6.
Yes,
That's what I'm scared about.
that's what I'm scared about. Is if they needed another 1 or 2 episodes, they should have given another 1 or 2 episodes. But we haven't got there yet,
No,
so we won't know until episode 6 if it feels rushed.
no.
But
And
I'm just saying, there's a lot to this show that's been uncovered, and we still don't know a lot about it. And there might be some of those loose ends that we just don't know how it ends. I mean, in
yeah,
the first season, there was stuff that they kind of left open ended, and that's kind
yeah,
of how it is.
yeah. But I'm hoping that that what's it called, that we continue going on, because like I said, I'm liking this, man. Like I actually am liking this. This is really like getting like I'm really now I'm really interested, and I haven't, I'm not gonna say I'm been wowed, like oh my god, this is groundbreaking television, but like this episode really got me. Like I was like, okay, cool, now we're getting in there, now
I
we're
just,
starting to
I
get.
just, I need to see it like really ramp up here in the next 2 episodes, because I thought it was like getting ready, because we got a lot of info in that last episode. In this episode, I was expecting kind of a ramp up of something, and it did a little bit, but not to the point where I don't know, if they're going to be able to land it in the final episode.
Yeah, well, we'll have to keep going, man. I mean, like I also tell you, Brad, we're doing it on an episodic basis. We're not doing a season review, right?
No,
And when we get to episode 6 and we finish it, we're gonna start feeling like, okay, now
it,
that's
it, it
why
all it all pieced together.
it all
Yeah,
pieces together, and we're like, okay, now that's why this felt like this, and like, okay, now I understand why it took this long to get here,
yeah.
and it's
But
something.
there's only 6 episodes, and that's
Yeah,
that's my issue.
and I don't remember what the other ones were like, and
It's not like Andor, which had how many freaking
Andor had a lot,
had
man.
a lot
Andor
of
had a lot.
a lot of episodes,
Yeah, and I think that's a major help to Andor, and it was allowing for a lot of it. But also Andor was
a lot of
dropping up like
exposition.
weekly too, and
Yeah, there was
yeah,
a lot of exposition in Andor that we were able to catch up on.
yeah. I'm trying to see what the other episodes, what's it called, the other seasons were like. How many episodes were they?
But this is kind of an HBO thing, though, is for like those short series, they will be around 8 to 9 episodes. So it's just
Yeah,
this one feels a little short.
Because yeah, this is what's it called? Season 1 and 2 were 8 episodes. 3 was 8 episodes, and now this one's 6.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't like how that looks, but I mean, well, we have to wait and
I
see,
mean,
right?
as long as they don't go and cut it down to 5 episodes,
Yeah.
we'll take what we can get.
Yeah. Also, can y'all please, please, please stop asking Isa Lopez about the condensation and using that as like a fucking criticism? Like, oh, why aren't they? What's it called? Why aren't they breathing? What's it called? Why isn't their breath like all white? Like, she's had to explain like 5,000 fucking times now on Twitter, bro. Like, stop asking. Stop.
I don't know how
Who
that's
the
important to the story either. I
and they're
mean,
like they're using it as a basis of her like telling her like, look, she didn't shoot in like a in like actually in like in Alaska. Like, who the fuck cares?
I mean, there's been a lot of snowy areas that I'm sure didn't shoot. I'm sure they shot on a sound stage or a stage.
She's had to fucking, you know how many times she's had to explain this shit? Like, why are we asking her this? And also, Isa, why are you
She's gonna be a
responding
climate
to this?
scientist here soon.
Yeah. And also, it's like, Isa, why are you fucking like responding to this? Like, leave that shit. Like, it's so stupid. It's such a stupid thing to be criticizing. It's like, oh, why isn't their breath showing like when it's cold? Like,
I mean,
because humidity,
there's
motherfucker.
other stuff you could criticize on the show, especially if you're a fan of the first and third season. There's stuff on this
Yeah.
you could that is not one of them to bring up. Is we didn't see the breath of them and it's cold.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's cold here and I don't see my breath. I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you.
Yeah. What's it called? Because like goes in some scenes, they're set outdoors. Actor's breath shows no condensation. Doesn't always look midwinter cold. Who cares? My God. Like what? And she look, and
That's
Isa
just being
Lopez.
nitpicky. You're
Yeah,
just
Isa
being
Lopez
nitpicky
says
at
like
that point.
Isa Lopez says that said, I don't take this as scientific as criticism, just scientific curiosity. I'm like, but it's so dumb to bring that up. Like, Google it, motherfucker. Like, y'all can know why there's not condensation showing up.
Stacy says HBO season having a low episode count, feeling rushed. That never happened.
No, it didn't happen, right? The Idol, right?
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the Idol, Game of Thrones. Oh my god. Oh my god. But hey man, like I said, damn good episode. Also just fucking Navarro getting fucking bodied. Oh my god, bro. Like she was rightfully pissed off, right? But those dudes outside really fucking what's it called? Asked for it. They
I'm surprised
fucking
she
asked
didn't end
for
up
it.
dead. Honestly, so
Oh
holy
my
god.
god. But she got bodied, bro, like bad. Like
Yeah, she got a few good licks in. I'd probably say.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, anything else I'm thinking of? I really like the way that this
We had
was.
Billie Eilish song again
Oh god, shut the
during the episode.
yeah. What else? Like I said, I love the way this show looks, man. I think they're doing such a great job with like the technical aspect and oh, that is so fucking awesome. Like just the way the show looks is great. I love the what's it called the cinematography,
Oh,
the
cinematography through
lighting.
this whole show has been great.
Yeah.
I mean, although the ending of this episode did make me feel kind of frightened to go outside with my dogs
Oh yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's dark and cold out there. It's like,
Also, Navarro and the other cop just going into a fucking house with no search warrant or anything.
what they did knock, and they looked. I mean, I give them credit. The door was open. They looked like usually the guy was sitting there with the gun. So
Yeah.
I mean, but it is weird. It brings up the spirals again. So I
Yeah.
mean, they
The
got 2
stone
episodes to go into that now.
and with the stone as well. That's seems to be something that they brought up.
Yeah,
The stone isn't lost. She left it at the guy's house.
we think. But maybe
Yeah,
she
but
knows that and just told Danvers a lie.
well, because they had a fight, so I don't think she wants to go back to that guy's house. So
Yeah.
yeah, things are starting to spiral out of control for Navarro, and man, it just it
I
sucks
think for
because
most of these characters. I mean, look at poor
yeah,
Hank coming back to a bed with rose petals on it is like, Damn, dude.
Like, we knew that this is what was gonna happen to Hank,
Yeah, it's because he was sending money, and it's
but
like
yeah,
it's
but
some
like,
Russian troll, bro.
but like, dude, it doesn't make me feel any less bad about, like, dude, like,
No,
that
even though
sucks,
Hank is
bro.
a horrible person, I mean that
He
still
slapped the
sucks.
shit out of his son, bro.
Yeah, he's still a horrible kind of person who might know more to this story than we've been led. Um, and because he definitely hasn't been helpful, at least.
No, he hasn't been helpful one bit, bro. But it still sucks, man. It really sucks that he what's it called that happened to him, and he looks genuinely like he's happy to go meet her.
Yeah, I mean, he went to the airport, but he's still kind of bringing up excuse. I'm glad, but I'm glad Pryor didn't like push the issue. I was afraid he was going to push, and Hank was going to have to hit him again.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but also, look, bro, Danvers is gonna lead that kid to a fucking divorce, bro.
If he's
Like,
not already there.
if he's not already, bro,
Or
he's leading
divorce
that
or
kid.
death. They're about to go into a whole freaking underground
Yeah,
cave system that's, falling apart.
yeah. But I mean, what's it called? Dude gets home, goes into bed, and what's it called? Girls already like don't even want to talk about it, bro. Don't even want to
Dude,
talk.
dude, I mean, it is Christmas Eve. Like she got reason to be mad.
No, 1,000%. I'm telling you, man. What's it called? But
She has reason to be mad, but again, it is. I mean, it's like the one. It's probably the one big freaking crime that's happened in this place in like 30 years. Like
yeah,
honestly,
but it's like it also shows how Danvers got like that kid wrapped around her finger, bro. Like, dude, it's Christmas Eve, bro. Be with your family, man.
well, and yeah, I do love that Danvers is like, hey, you need to go. I'm drunk. Go do this, and then she goes to hook up with Connolly or whatever the
Yeah.
hell his name is, and it's
Well,
like,
thought he was gonna hook up.
come
Ended
on
up,
now, you ain't even spend time with your own daughter. Like,
yeah. She ain't got priorities everywhere. It shows just how much she's what's it called? How much she's out of
I
tune with
mean,
all this.
honestly, Danvers can't work with anyone.
No, she
Just
can't.
her
Well,
attitude.
the guy even said it, bro. Fucking Connolly Ted said it, bro. He said like, you're a fucking great cop, better cop than he is, but you don't work well with people.
Yeah, and that's why you were moved.
Yep, yep, yep. She was trying to get laid, and instead she got a reality check. she, she
No
got
one left. No one that left that room happy.
no, nobody did, nobody did. Um, but like I said, I really like this episode, man. I think that's all that happened. Um,
Other
but like,
than them finding Otis
oh
on
yeah,
apparently
Otis,
heroin,
yeah,
and then the weird ass Christmas tree there on a car battery.
and the whole little scare, what's called the little jump scare there. Well, not jump scare, but like it
Well,
got me.
I kind of like that because now we're getting to a territory because I'm guessing Navarro's the narrator in this. That's who I'm
Yeah,
seeing. It could be Danvers too. Both of them have their own issues, but I'm guessing Navarro. And she sees a body floating, you know, at the bottom, so she goes down to check it, and then ends up finding um, Annie, who had been murdered.
yeah,
And my thinking is she thought it was her sister because it
yeah,
it kind of, with the blue hair and everything, it kind of has a semblance.
yeah. Well, she said that they were gonna bring back the body that day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she was definitely not in the right headspace, and now we question: is she having the same issues that her sister and her mom had? And she even listed out like bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, like everything you could check off for some of these mental illnesses her family genetics has. So
yeah,
I think she's very worried that it's starting to happen to her.
yeah,
But
and
they have to explain the bloody ear.
yeah, yeah. I don't want to explain that, but
I don't
yeah.
know. Explain that. I don't know.
But we're going into the night country tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, next week. Episode's gonna be premiering on Friday because, of course, the Super Bowl. Because the Super Bowl's on Sunday.
Hey, so we get something early. So.
Yeah, we get the episode on Friday, so we'll be
So
doing the
shout out to
review
the
on
Super
Friday
Bowl for
night.
that one.
Yeah, shout out to Super Bowl for that,
I
right?
don't care who wins, but
Yeah,
hey, we get Night Country early.
yeah, Night Country early, man. Um, but any final thoughts, Brad?
Uh Pretty good episode. It kind of ranks with me like, last week's episode in a way. Um I'm waiting for them to go in the cave. I want them to figure out more on this case and open it up. Because like I said, they got 2 episodes and they got to do a lot. And there's a lot, and they still haven't found Raymond Clark, wherever the hell he is, because he don't have his jacket.
Dude, I think Raymond Clark's dead.
So, I mean, the dude Otis did say he's in the Night Country, and it's like, you seen what happens when people go in the
What's the
Night
Night Country, motherfucker?
I think that's just the outside, and we've seen kind of what happens in that respect, and they don't come back out of the Night Country.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what's your final verdict, Brad?
I'm gonna give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's. I
8.5
think
out
it's a
of
little.
10?
I think I like it a little better than last week's episode, so I'm gonna rank it a little higher.
Yeah. My highest score yet, guys, but like I said, I'm not surprised. I really like this episode. So my what's it called? My score is an 8.75 out of 10. I think that we're heading somewhere good, and I'm really excited to see where 5 and 6 go. And I'm really down. I'm really interested to see where we're headed with this. And like I said, man, good episode. I really enjoyed it. I just like I said, I haven't been like wowed yet, but it's a damn good season so far, and I'm really enjoying it. This episode sucked. It's either Blair or Navarro. Who's the what's it called? Who's the what's it called? The narrator, Tim. Tim comes in at the last second. We're about to wrap up. But
I mean, but this season, like Tim said, this season's not for everyone. That's
yeah,
I've been reading comments, and I agree with some, I disagree with some on this season. Navarro's
yeah,
seeing things. Agreed.
Morris. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she is seeing things.
It's another unreliable narrator.
Yeah, I think we're starting to uncover what's going on. But I think she is seeing things. I think that she's what's it called? That it's all relating to her family's history with what's it called, mental health disorders.
But if I gotta see one more damn rolling orange, I swear to God.
I don't think that Russ mom is real. Oh, I think she is seeing her. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, I don't want to see another rolling orange, bro. That's an interesting what's it called outlook in that.
Are we talking about
Well,
Rose?
I think so. The lady who was like what's it called sitting on the couch, right? Talking to him.
Oh, okay.
She only interacts with Navarro. Nobody else. Okay.
I'm kind of, now that I think about it. I mean, Danvers just walked right by her in that first episode, so
It's very true.
that's actually a good comment right there, Tim.
Yeah. That might be it. I think that Navarro's just seeing things.
Specifically because that was a whole feast going on for her and Navarro.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a little much.
Yeah. That would explain a lot. Blair probably did it. Possibly did it. Who killed all the yeah. I don't know, man, but a lot going on. Really interested to see where we go from this, though. Look. I didn't feel as strongly about it as you did, Tim, but I like the episode a lot. But
She
I
has
am
2 fingers chopped. Yeah, that's also, I've been reading comments on that, so
yeah,
that's another thing people have been bringing up.
yeah. The handprints had two missing fingers. Okay, okay. So Blair's probably the one who did it. Yeah. But
Yeah,
all
we
right.
probably won't know till episode 6, honestly, because again, it's the whole unreliable narrator aspect of
Yeah.
True Detective that makes it kind of a groundbreaking idea.
Yeah. And spoiler. Well, we are in spoiler territory. We are in spoiler territory. Well, the banner's up, so that means we're spoiling here.
IMDb has Blair as a main person in the final episode. IMDb can't do a synopsis, but they can put Blair in the final
Yeah.
episode.
To be fair, Tim, IMDb also doesn't have Anna. What's your name, Brad?
Aka Niviana.
Aka Niviana on this week's episodes. What's it called? Updated cast. So I'm not really gonna trust IMDb like that. I'm not really gonna trust IMDb like that. Yeah, because IMDb don't even
But
have the
but it
fucking what's
is
it called?
interesting. We haven't seen her because we did just see her abusive ex or spouse or whatever he is in this
Yeah,
episode. So it is interesting. We haven't seen Blair since the first episode.
yeah. So yeah. You want just think we need to watch Navarro and Blair. Yep, yep. But if you want to get some final thoughts in there, what's it called, Tim? We'll let you get some more in here before we officially take down the what's it called,
The
the
banner.
banner here, and we stop talking about spoiler stuff. True, true. But I mean, I think you do bring a really good point up, and I think that it's a really interesting look that you have in there. Um, but I'm really interested to see where we go from here, man. Also, they got that companion podcast. Might as well want to take a look into that. But the trailer for next episode looks pretty good.
Yeah, they're finally going the cave system, which I've been waiting
Yeah,
for
yeah.
since 2 episodes ago, I think. Just go in the damn cave, man.
Get in the fucking cave,
Get in
bro.
the fucking cave. I want to know. I want to see the cave.
All right, man. Well, if there's nothing else to bring up, that has been our review of True Detective Night Country episode 4. And with that said, we thank you all so much for joining us. As always, you can keep up to date with us on all things social media by checking out our website, nerdcore.com. The Nerdcore underscore is our Twitter. Instagram and Threads is at the Nerdcore. Our TikTok is the Nerdcore. And of course, our Discord link is in the description below, so you can talk to us about True Detective Night Country and other stuff that we like to talk about. Or you want to, if you're watching this on a replay, you want to talk to us in the comments, you can do that as well. And that is very much a what's it called, encouraged, because we love talking to y'all in the comments, even when y'all are calling us ugly, because we won't show you a movie. Which by the way, I haven't checked the analytics, but thanks y'all for the love on the what's it called Basic Instinct
Oh,
episode. I'm pretty
God.
sure those 400 plus views are not because y'all watched the review. It's because y'all wanted to see the titties. But but thank y'all for clicking at least.
Every time with Raul's picks.
Yeah, damn straight, Brad. So we thank you all for that. And of course, we'd like to thank our wonderful patrons. They make this all possible. Without them, it's not possible to do these shows because they keep the lights on. And of course, they're all there. And yeah, Brett, next Friday we've got True Detective Night Country episode 5. And other than that, y'all, unless there's anything else to talk, I'm looking at my review calendar here. What's it called? We don't have anything else coming up until what's it called? Until March. So we got just what's it called? True Detective Night Country for
Yeah.
now.
We got
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Well, we got our wonderful Godzilla month, right?
Yeah, we got our Godzilla month, and we got what do we got Thursday?
And Glengarry Ross.
Glenn Ross. Yes.
Glengarry
So,
Glenn Ross. Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
kind of excited to talk about that one after watching it today.
Yeah. But I'm excited, man. I think we're gonna have a cool month with our Godzilla month here, and lots of stuff gonna go down with them, man. I'm really excited for that. So without further ado, Brad, let's go ahead and get them out here.
All
And
right, Rome. Thank you, being host as
for now,
always. Thank to Stacy and Tim for joining us in chat today. Thank to all our listeners out there, all our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, I guess just to end this episode, watch for polar bears in the road. Young Yoda out.
hell no. Fuck that.